This is Pitstop, a weekly recap of all your Overwatch Contenders Europe action with your host, Tech Girl.
And the penultimate week of Overwatch Contenders Europe Season 3 is done. By the time you watch this, we'll have about 48 hours to go before we move into the final week of the regular season, and then it is into playoffs. This particular season is really starting to look like a cracker, and we're going to recap all the action as well as confirm the top 4 teams from at least one group who are going to be making it through to playoffs. You know how we do it here. It's all about showcasing European Tier 2 Overwatch, allowing our superstar players a chance to share their stories with you, and of course, making memes out of our analysts who sit on the desk during the regular broadcast. I tell you what, let's get going and run out of spawn. 12 teams started the season, split into 2 groups. They've been competing for points on the board with the top 4 teams in each group making it through to our playoffs week. We started the week with Angry Titans facing off against 1Point. While 1Point claimed control, Angry Titans took the next 3 maps to claim the victory, and it was a pretty convincing one. Shoes Money Crew EU beat We Have Org and cemented their dark horse reputation. With the victory, Shoe also knocked We Have Org out of contention for playoffs. Mal said that the team enjoys being the underdog, actually.
Does it add more pressure, or does it make it more fun when you win, considering that you were so underestimated when you started the competition as a team?
It feels really good. We've been getting a lot of attention lately, and it's really brought up the morale in the team. But yeah, everyone really wanted to be the underdog actually going into the season, so it's worked out perfectly so far.
Some might say this is a surprise, but it was in fact a mirror of what happened in Season 2. Let me remind you, in Season 2 of Overwatch Contenders Europe, August and Hungary faced off against Season 1 winners, British Hurricane. The game went to a 5th map, a tiebreaker if you like. The Ramen Kings won, and in doing so, were able to knock Hurricane out of playoff contention and into trials. This time, Hurricane can still make playoffs, but they did lose again to August and Hungary on a tiebreaker map. PTSD, anyone? In another momentous battle, Windstrike and Gigantti faced off. It was a 5-map decider, with Windstrike ultimately losing courtesy of RNG. If only we started on Village, boys. We've spoken a lot about Windstrike's May only play, but the question really is it their weakness?
I mean, it was really nerve-wracking, because we had prepared for 20 extra hours during the week against May matchups, and how to deal with the walls, how to rush enemy Reinhardts, and that sort of stuff. But it all went to waste the moment Busan started. So that was sort of freaked us out, because we instantly lost it, where they didn't play the normal style, and we just had to figure it out during the matchup, that how do we play this and how do we win. About a year ago, actually it's been 1 year and 1 month now, first played for a tier 3 team called Augmented Authority. I played with them for half a year. We never got past open playoffs. And after that I joined Wind and Rain, where we got to almost the trials. We failed it. Then we sort of went on break for the spring. And I came back in the summer, joined Mayhem Academy. Sort of unlucky, got only to play 1 game of NA Contenders until I got removed from the team due to mainly visa issues, and then after that I just looked around, played Upper Division with HSL, then trials with Bazooka, and now I'm in Gigantti since they put the new roster together. I mean, it's been good. I mean, other than the first week Samsung matchup, which we shouldn't have lost, it's gone pretty smoothly. No bigger problems and stuff.
Morningstars confirmed they are one of the strongest teams in this season, and after an entertaining post-match interview with Coach Pipu, I decided to chat a bit to Mowzassa to find out a bit more about this new team.
The goal is basically to win, and I don't know, it was mostly Morningstars hired Alex, and he decided to have a coach that goes the same perspective as he is, he wants to teams where the coach and the manager decide most of the stuff, and not where the players make all the decisions towards rosters and stuff. Because a lot of times what happens is you have teams where maybe they want to play with their friends, but not necessarily actually make the best team. So basically from there on, it was just people deciding the players with Alex, and yeah, that's how we stack this roster. I think the competition is much better now. season compared to last one. I think the fact that a lot of Eagle players split from different teams made it so like the knowledge of how goats works in general like increased a lot in multiple teams instead of just one knowing everything and the others like trying to do their own version of it. And yeah, just in general, I feel like teams like developed much better this this season compared to the last one. I feel there's a much lesser gap, but like it's really hard to just 4-0 like a mediocre average team. I mean, instead of last season, if you were like super dominant, you would probably like 4-0 more often or win more convincingly. Can you just
Wait, if you didn't get that.
Can you just
Along with Shoes Money Crew EU, HSL Esports is another dark horse in the competition. Originally, they didn't qualify for the season. They actually finished 4th in trials, but after Season 2 winners Eagle Gaming disbanded, they were given the extra spot in Season 3. Many people didn't rate them, but they've come in and proven everyone wrong. They beat Young and Beautiful, and with the win, joined Winstrike, Gigantti, and Morning Stars in the playoffs. Confirmed now for our playoffs. These teams are guaranteed to make it through. We have Morning Stars, Gigantti, Winstrike, HSL Esports, Angry Titans, and 1 Point. There are 2 places left, and we will know by Tuesday which 2 teams will be joining the others and ultimately facing off to try and win the title of Overwatch Contenders Season 3 winners for the European region. We'll also know by Tuesday which one of our analysts on the desk won the prediction competition. So far, Leg Day has a perfect score. I'm kind of thinking that maybe the new anime hair gave him superpowers. And that's it. Episode 4 of Pitstop is done. We will be back next week with a little something different to get you ready for playoffs. We'll also know, like I mentioned before, those top 8 teams. I cannot wait. I hope you watch the broadcast this week. I have absolutely no doubt that it is going to be incredibly rad. So make sure you join us.
can you just
Thank you guys for watching today's episode and supporting Tier 2 Overwatch. We'll see you all again next week.